Good morning, David. It's Sunday, the 28th, thereabouts. The guys come and pick up your bike here in a few minutes. I just wanted to go over the bike with you real quick. This is your bike. This is a turn signal switch, horn, start. It does have the kickstand on the right side. The speedometer is not connected like I mentioned, and since you don't need it, you could just take it off and it would clean it up here even more. Once in a blue moon, if you don't ride it for a few months and then you ride it, sometimes the front brake will act funny. Just relieve the pressure by unscrewing this bleed. And whenever you're starting and stopping the bike, remember, on these old bikes, fuel is real important. I always turn off the petcock, the fuel petcock, because sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't, but sooner or later it will leak fuel if you leave the fuel petcock open. And so make sure you open it and close it as you use the bike. The wiring is all custom. You'll need to use a multimeter if you're working on things, because I don't remember the color codes, but everything is pretty well planned out here. This should all make sense. This is the positive and negatives for the rear turn signals, which I was working on. You can just cut those back wherever you want or remove them in whatever way you see fit. This is the oil tank. It has a separate sump from the engine, and the cap to it had a cap on the cap, but this cap needs to be replaced, like I mentioned in the eBay auction description. This is the key. There's 3 positions: off, on, and something that's not used. So just put it to the first spot, and that's where you'll want it to be whenever you're starting it and running it. This is all handmade, and I noticed it was a little loose, but it's between the trees or whatever, the parts of the fork that keep it in place or rigid, and though it may be a little irritating, it is just fine. Here is the kill switch that I've installed. That's going to be, so it's the key and the switch. I'm assuming it will get there within a day or two, so I won't run it out of gas. So sometimes I'll close the petcock and make sure the carburetors are empty whenever I finish running it. But I won't do that so that you won't have to sit here and let them refill before you start it, because sometimes you can drain the battery just trying to start it when there's no fuel in the carburetors if you don't wait long enough, and I don't want to see that happen. So I'll prime the carbs, so to speak, and I guess that's about it. You know, it's a bike. You got it. Enjoy. Be safe.